Hello, welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot. Okay, the energies that I'm picking up for the collective, it really feels as if I pulled one card actually that actually came out, and it was about a glow up time. It's time for you to be true to yourself. It's time for you to choose you. Put you first before anyone else. And it feels as if you've been on a long path. A long path of transformation. It's time for you to really shine your bright light, really shine your inner light of everything that you've learned about yourself through your journey, through your soul journey. I feel as if you've put everything, it feels as if your healing journey has been about fitting, it's like fitting the puzzle into the bigger picture. And it feels to me that it's making sense to you, and you are starting to recognize how important you are and what part you play in the cosmos, what part you played in your relationships, in your connections, what part you played in what you left in that connection. That's the energy that I'm picking up. You're starting to really embrace who you are. And yeah, so we're going to go with that energy. I'm just trying to, the way I work, I am an energy tarot card reader, and I never know where I'm going to go. I never know. So I've got different cards out, and I don't know which one I'm going to go for. So right now, the first thing I'm going to go for, did I already say welcome to Cosmic Love Tarot? Okay. Before we start, we are going to clear out the energy. That's a good start. Hold on a minute. And if you followed my last two videos, yeah, you would actually see the unfold to this right now. It's about me changing perspective, changing my room round, and trying to get the right angle with my video in my tiny little room for me to do the readings for the collective. And but it's not only just that, really. It really is about changing perspective into what part we play. What part do we play in our soul journey? Okay, so I feel that you have started to see that within yourself. So before we start this reading, let's clear the energies, any negative energy that's around me, as well as negative energy within you or around you as you are connecting in with this video. Because all light seed star seed light workers, let's say, is not only working through their own stuff, I was going to say shit actually, because it's their own shit. We all carry our own shit. We carry all that baggage from the past and the past generation and the past generation. We carry the whole freaking lot. In this lifetime, it's about clearing it all out, but you've got to find out what it is that you're clearing out of that baggage. And I feel that you have cleared out that baggage. So when you're clearing out that baggage and you've cleared out that baggage, those demonic entities will try their best to divert you onto another path, or they will work through other people, to people that you are close to distract you, hurt you, block you, knock you backwards, whatever it might be. What I'm picking up right now, I feel as if you are aware of that. you can transmute that energy straight away. As soon as you recognize it, you transmute it. You don't take it on. You don't take it personally. You just see it for what it is. And that's what I love. That's what I love about this collective right now, is that we are recognizing this energy and just to let it go. Transmute it, let it go. But Archangel Michael is also going to help me to clear out any energies that's trying to penetrate this beautiful, positive energy that's happening right now for you. Okay, so here we go. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So the first card that I pulled out before I started the video is a glow up time. Transformation, confidence and inner radiance. I'll show you that. Because this card reminds me of my last reading. And I did say in my last reading, if you was following me, is how often do you look in the mirror? And it's not about looking in the mirror and seeing all your flaws, seeing all your wrinkles and your grey hair and your turkey bloody chin. Do you know what I mean? I can find so many faults in me. How many times do you look into that mirror and see all those flaws? But this time around, you're not seeing that. This time around, you're looking into that mirror, you're seeing into your eyes. Your eyes is the soul, okay? You are really looking into your soul purpose. You are really looking into everything that you have learned so far, right up to date, into this present moment. You are learning, embracing and loving every part of who you are or who you are becoming. Okay? It's a big glow up moment. And the divine is so, so over the moon. Your spirit, guys, is over the moon for the fact that you have worked so hard to be at this point. And it would have took a lot to be at that point. It don't just happen overnight at all. It does not happen at all. It happens through all of your is it adversaries? That's what's just come to me. I don't think I'm saying it right. Adversaries? No, I'm not sure. I can see it. I can see the word and I'm not pronouncing it right. Everything that tried to harm you, disarm you, tried to knock you back, you kept on fighting. You kept on getting up off the floor, kept on moving forward. Don't matter what was around you, what was distracting you or harming you in any way, I was going to say shape or form, you still kept on moving forward. Something within you kept on picking yourself up off the floor, kept on moving yourself forward. And to that point that you are now at that point of peacefulness. Peacefulness. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a perfect glow up time for the collective. A massive transformation is happening for the collective. So what else needs to come out? Okay. Sadness did happen for you. Separation happened. But somebody in your past is thinking about you right now. They're very much uncertain about their own future. They can see where you're at. They can see what's going on with you. They can see that you're having a massive glow up and they're stuck. They're going through a healing, but that healing has to be a choice. It has to be free will. You have to make a choice. The divine will never ever step in. It will never take away your free will. It will be there. It will assist you if you ask for it. But what I'm picking up from here, it feels as if the other person has to make a choice. Has to make a choice. You've already made your choice. They haven't yet made their choice. Your person in question. And it is about self-love and self-care. It's feeling happier in their life, in their love life. I really do believe that this person in question would love to have a union, would love to have a marriage. They do understand that there is a soul connection in this, like everlasting love. They see it, they feel it, but they don't know how to move forward with it. And it's all to do with self-worth, self-value. They've got to do some shadow work. They've got to do self-appreciation about who they are. You have learnt this lesson. I am really picking up of a divine feminine. She's done the work. Now it's time for the divine masculine to do the work, but it's still free will. Okay? Okay, it's all about clarity. It's all about truth. It's all about the revelations. And I've actually spoke about this about 2 weeks ago, I think, when I was on about the revelations. It's very biblical. It's a biblical moment. Nothing can change that. It's meant to be. It's meant to be this way. And nobody can change it. Nobody at all. But it's still to do with free will, because the divine will not step in at all until you ask for assistance, until you're ready to make those changes. But you gotta consciously make those changes. I don't feel that it's you that I'm talking to on this video right now. If there's a cross watcher, then I'm talking to you. Okay? It's about your free will of making that choice, making that decision, trusting what you are being shown, what you are feeling. It's about the sword and the rose. It's cutting out the lies and seeing the truth. I feel that this person in question is reflecting back a lot about the past. Reflecting back at pictures. They may be having pictures on their phone, reflecting back at pictures, reflecting back at text messages. They're reflecting back at the past connection. They are missing you. They're feeling very, very nostalgic, and they are wanting to make a new memory of a new future. At the moment, I do feel right now that they are stuck. Okay? I do feel also that they are avoiding. They're like in avoidance. They're in avoidance, not quite facing the truth. Facing the truth of the consequences. That's what I'm picking up. They're not quite ready to deal with it. They're not quite ready to they're not quite ready to take full responsibility. But what is happening? You got Cupid's arrow. And what is happening? That Cupid arrow. This actually represents Cupid from the last reading. Cupid arrow is still around. And we can't always see the hidden. We can't always see the unseen. We can only go with how we're feeling to make these choices. But it feels to me that this masculine energy, and I'm picking up on masculine energy because you're in a feminine glow up. And it feels to me that this masculine energy hasn't quite yet made the final choice to step into recognising what part they played. But Cupid arrow, it feels as if Cupid, I've got this vision here. Cupid arrow is just like with the arrow, the bow in the arrow, and they're just kind of like waiting to like just, but they can't do it yet. They can't do it until the masculine energy has made a final decision to look at the truth. Okay, that's when the ball's gonna roll. It's gonna roll. Do you know what? Before I started, did I? Yeah, I did. I did do that. Okay. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. The masculine energy is looking into this. You've done your work because you're on a glow up, but it's the masculine now. The masculine is doing this, and the clock is ticking. Needing time, cycles, and takes time to heal and progressing. And that's actually governing the pictures and healthy choices. They're reflecting on it. They're looking at it. Old school. Now this person who doesn't really want to look at it, okay? They're trying to avoid looking at it. They're trying to avoid looking at themselves because they're old school. They're very outdated way of thinking. They may be very stubborn, prideful. They may think that, you know, it's that masculine, macho kind of energy. They haven't quite tapped into their feminine energy, even though they're aware of their feminine energy. They don't realize that it needs to find its balance. It needs to come into balance between the masculine and the feminine within. And then this masculine energy, this male energy, hasn't quite understood it yet. But it's playing this, it feels like it's replaying events in the connection that you have with them or had with them. It's replaying conversations that you had, things that they may have forgotten about. It's like it's spurts of information that's coming through the mind, and it's helping the masculine to piece things together, but still haven't made a final choice of changing or recognizing or accepting. That's the energy I'm picking up. It's a very it can be very much of a sabotaging energy where they won't accept that they played a part in sabotaging the relationship that you had. It's taking full responsibility of that. Underneath the deck is a new phase, a rekindling, a renew and a growth, a change of mind and a rising from the ashes. This is a Kundalini awakening. This is the phoenix rising. This is what the masculine energies are actually going through. It's the Kundalini awakening and the phoenix rising. Okay, so randomly just pick this card right now. It said changes everything. A gentle light radiant from my heart, transforming every situation that I encounter. I choose to maintain a positive attitude regardless of challenges, knowing that joy flows from within. When touched by the divine light, everything around me is transformed. The moment that you're masculine, your person, there's no gender specific. I work with energy, only you know your story. But the moment this person, through their own personal reflection, shifts something that makes them shift into another, it feels like another timeline, to see something from a different perspective, recognizing what part they played in the connection that they had with you, what part they played, taking responsibility for that. It's only through that point then it becomes free will to look at it, recognise it, accept it, take full responsibility of their part to it. That's free will stepping into. It's like stepping into the unknown. It feels like the full card, the beginning of something, stepping into something that they've never stepped into, looking at something they've never looked at before, because it's old school. It's looking at something that they've never seen before, but they felt it, they've experienced it, but they didn't know how to deal with it. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Quite an interesting energy. Okay, I'm getting drawn to the shadow self. So what else is this masculine energy? What's going on with the masculine energy? Now, I just want to say, I don't know if you followed me or not, but I've always said the feminine energy in a twin flame journey will always do the work first, and that's what's the most difficult part, because the feminine will always need that masculine to heal and come forward. That don't happen. It just don't happen. Your purpose as divine feminine is to actually integrate the divine divinity within yourself, and you cannot access that. You can only access that through your masculine counterpart. So you are now on your journey. You've had a glow up because you've integrated both masculine and feminine within you. Now you've healed. You've moved away your energy. You've took your energy back. You're doing your own thing. You're finding yourself and your direction. But the masculine energy is feeling that, because they are feeling that. They are being forced to look at something that they've never looked at before, but they know the memory that is attached to it. They know the memory of what was said, what happened, how it felt. They can't dismiss it because it's real. It's not, it wasn't, it's not solid, as in not many people can actually experience that. It's set for certain souls to experience it, but for the masculine, they feel that they cannot feel you anymore, and they feel alone, they feel empty, and because of that they are being pushed. The divine is pushing them. The divine is pushing them to see something. Now it's still to do with free will, and divine will never ever step in and do the work for them. They have to make a conscious decision to see something, recognize it, take full responsibility for their own actions, accept it. Then free will, then the divine will step in and give them another. That fell straight out. They're self-righteous. I can see it right now. Self-righteous. Hold on. Let's have a look. Okay, you're masculine. You're masculine. He's self-righteous. They act spiritually superior, condescending. They're condescending. They think they know it all. They think they know. They think they know what the connection's about, because they think what the connection's about. You feel what the connection's about. Okay? There's a big difference there. He thinks what the connection is about, which makes them self-righteous. They know it all, because they are old school. Okay? So, let's have a look. They're all talk. Okay, from their past. Okay, they are a silver-tongued devil, a big flirt, no action player. In your past relationship, your masculine energy was all talk. Everything they said, you learned through the relationship, their actions did not match what they said. But they really do believe that everything they say is the truth. And it's not. They haven't quite grasped what that connection is. They're negative. They are a dark cloud above them. They are depressed right now and feeling mood swings. And it's like, it feels as if like that dark night of the soul, not like your experience as divine feminine going through the dark night of the soul. When you're going through the dark night of the soul, you're feeling the divine helping you. Even though it's a very dark place to be, you're still being led and you are intuitively connected to the divine. You're also starting to, you trust anyway with the divine, that the divine is leading you to a particular thing on part of your healing journey. With the masculine, because they're not on that energy, they're not on that connection, they're going into like a depression, it feels to me, very negative energy, very 3D negative energy, a dark cloud. So they're going into a depressed state. They're going into extreme mood swings, because at the moment they cannot see it. They feel it. They don't understand it, but they don't know what to do with it. It feels as if they're still in that victim mentality. They don't quite understand it because they're old school. They're outdated thinking, conditioning. They're replaying events over in their head, and then they get snippets of information by the divine of certain connections, certain words, certain things that were said by you in this connection, but they still don't quite understand it. They feel it, but they don't quite understand it. It's quite profound, really. Okay, they feel quite burnt out. They feel afraid. They feel scared. They haven't yet healed any traumas. They're trying to run away from it. They don't know how to deal with that. They don't want to deal with that. It's like a complete denial. It feels to me, not that I've got the card here, but it feels like a fragmented. It feels like fragmented of the soul. They are so, oh God, they're still involved with past lovers. They're still involved with keeping secrets, because they don't know anything different. But the undercurrent to all of that, every single time they connect to their past lovers, their one night stands, their friends with benefits, they are still thinking of you, because they'll never find the same connection at all. They're very indecisive. They're still trying to play the same pattern. They're still trying to play the same game, but they're still caught up in this kind of like lostness. They're still empty. They're searching for the same energy that you gave them, but they can't find it, and they're still kind of like wrapped up in the same old belief, because this old school energy of, you know, outdated belief, because they don't believe in spirituality. They don't understand spirituality. And don't forget, this is a massive spiritual awakening. But the twin flame, because I'm picking up a twin flame, in a twin flame energy, the feminine has always been aware of the spiritual side, always been very spiritual, but we're not quite going there right now. We're going on the masculine energy, and what's going on with the masculine energy, because they're feeling a little bit lost. And like I said, the divine will not step in. Okay, what is going on with their life right now? These emotions, suppressed emotions, and masculine energies hold on to these bottled up emotions. It's very much unexpressed. They're caught up in this belief. They're caught up in the way of doing things. They're caught up in this, it's like, you know, this, it's like this powerful, this self-imposed importance. And, but the connection is like, it feels like this penetration of emotion, this penetration of, well, you're not going to get another me. You're never going to get the same connection. You're never going to feel the same connection with all of your friends with benefits or your one night stands, or you'll never get the same connection. You'll get the instant gratification, then nothing. Emptiness. It's like it becomes undesirable, unfulfilling. And this is where the masculine energy is. So it's kind of bottled up. This energy is stirring and it's not used to this emotion. And it feels to me that this emotion is like unexpressed emotion. It's like a time bomb, holds him back on something because it doesn't quite understand what this emotion is, doesn't know where it's coming from. Could possibly be blaming you, actually. I've got negativity again when I said that. Blaming you, you know, because it's like a dark cloud that's above, because it's depressed. It's extreme mood swings. Could be bipolar, could be, I don't know, like a manic depressive energy, masculine energy, because it hasn't tuned in, hasn't tapped into its emotions. And so it blames you for it, where they see your glow up while they're going in this depressive state. I feel, and I'm picking up, that it was already in a depressive state, but it's only through your glow up. It's only through your glow up that they become more consciously aware of they will never find another you. It's a difficult journey on both sides, a very difficult journey to be on. But it's toxic, very destructive, very manipulated and gaslit. That's the masculine energy. It's the player energy that happened in this connection. You're safe. You're safe. You're on a glow up. You're moving forward. But it feels to me that the masculine energy is struggling right now. They're struggling. They're stuck in the dark side. They're stuck in the dark. And they don't even realise they're stuck in the dark. They think they're in control and they're not in control. They're dangling part truths. They need answers. That's interesting, because I said it feels like something is telling them, or they are having insights to something of their connection, of remembering certain points to what you said. They are also feeling these one night stands or these friends with benefits hasn't got this everlasting connection. It's not, it hasn't got the depth to it. It's got the passion, but it hasn't got the depth. And it feels as if this masculine energy is kind of part truths, but they're needing answers. They're seeing it, they're feeling it, they're experiencing it, but they're not quite. It's like, it feels like stepping over the threshold, stepping over. That's quite interesting, because notice the cat. The cat is mysterious. The cat can be very domesticated in the day. But cats can also be mysterious at night. Cats are also protective as well. They are familiars. Cats can also represent protecting you from darker entities. So it feels to me that this cat that's around this masculine, you may, if this is masculine that's listening right now, a cat can be very protective of any negative outside energies to help you to clear out or recognise what's going on. Okay, you're starting over. Wow, that's interesting. Before I just said starting over. Not you, I feel the masculine. It's ending it and moving on, trying again and exit. Looking at something differently, an ending. They are pretending that it's not an ending to their life, but it's time to let go and to make a fresh start. They have to consciously make that decision before the divine can step in and help them, because they was in the dark. They was on the dark side. Now the dark also represents all of us. In the connection with the twin flame, the dark was also present. But what was highlighted in that twin flame connection is that the human psyche holds both light and dark. The divine feminine, through the dark side of what they learnt through the connection, was to find their own unhealed woundings. The masculine energy has to do the same too before they are able to find the light within them. Okay, so the dark side keeps you from enjoying the love that you have. Don't let it steal your joy. And this is where that masculine energy is. It's ready for that Kundalini awakening. It's ready for that Phoenix rising. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Okay, let's go with the divine timing. When is this going to take place? Or, yeah, when is it going to take place? Six months from now. 6 months from now. And release any attachment to the timing. Okay? This isn't yours. If you are a divine feminine listening to this, it's not about you. But for you to get any kind of clarity, then I'm giving it to you. If it is a cross watcher and it's the masculine energy in a twin flame journey, this is for you. This is 6 months from now. You're going to start to accept responsibility of your part and what you played. Okay? My creative power. I recognise the power of my thoughts and to shape my world. I choose to use them to create a universe of joy and harmony. Today I maintain a positive attitude and knowing that I have the power to create love and peace. This is what's needed for the masculine. But I do believe also that the feminine energy is also given this, sending this out to the masculine counterparts that isn't yet the divine twin, because you are in a glow up. Okay, you are choosing you. You are coming first. Nobody's going to disturb your peace. Nobody is going to affect you. Okay, what else do we need? I feel the message from the universe. Okay, so as you know, let's separate this for the twin flame journey in separation, for the masculine and for the feminine. The masculine first, which will be this one. If people are gossiping about you or spreading rumours, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. And what is it that you are saying? If you want to be more successful in your life, your priority should be to focus your mindset on all that you want to attract into your life. I'm going to show you this again. Okay? Trust that more is happening than what you can see. Many forces are at work in your favour. Allow them to help you. Okay? I feel in a twin flame journey that the feminine has been wondering what's going on. Everything is happening how it's meant to be happening. You don't need to know. It's unnecessary for you to know. It's not your journey to know. You just carry on doing you, and that's what the divine wants you to do. Just carry on doing you, because the masculine energy has got a lot to learn themselves, and they are learning. They are learning because there's no other way but to recognise what part they play, who they are. This self-righteous person who believes that they know it all. I'm picking up like a player energy. It was like a player mentality. It feels like this emotionally closed off person. They wanting to start over. They will be wanting to start over because they are, something is helping to trigger a memory of something, to remind them of something, to make these changes. So I feel that this is going to happen 6 months from now. So we're in February still. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. August is going to be very significant for the masculine energy. Okay, it is time for the masculine energy to release any attachment at, sorry, say that again, release any attachment to the timing. Okay, I know that timing is fluid, so it's kind of here or there around August. I do feel it's going to be around the full moon, because I'm just getting drawn to a card that I can see. It's going to be around the full moon. Okay, I will leave that there. I don't think there's anything else that I need to. Let me just try this one a minute. Okay. What does the feminine need to do right now? Now she's in her glow up, to carry on moving forward independently, completely separate, doing her own thing. What does she need to do? Okay. Okay, what I've got here is resist to change. Upsetting news and accident. No, resist to change. Okay, this is about you still staying focused on you, to choose you. Whatever you hear, whatever you know, what is happening, you've got to keep on moving forward. Maybe upsetting news, maybe hearing about an accident. Feelings are fragmented, cracking under pressure. I did mention fragmented. It felt like the masculine energy, like a fragmented soul energy, is cracking under pressure. The feminine is feeling this emotion, feeling this energy, but you have to keep on moving forward. Focus only on you. You've got to do that. You cannot give your energy back, or else it changes the dynamics of energy. You've got to carry on moving forward, carry on focusing on you, carry on focusing on what is destined for you. What is your calling, your soul calling? What was that soul contract for you to do and achieve? Okay, but you're feeling this, but it's for the masculine. The masculine has to go through the process of this. I will call it the dark night of the soul, even though they will not see it that way. They will see it as a depression. They will see it as a dark cloud. And it feels to me that they are under pressure. And the feminine is feeling that. Okay, what else? Anything else? Starting over is yes. Clearing the air, refreshing the change. It will happen. Starting over will happen for the masculine. They need to clear the air. They need to refresh the changes, and that will happen within 6 months or at 6 months. And yes, again, to the ending of pretending that it's not the ending, but it's time to let go and to make a fresh start. The masculine energy knows this. And yes, creative satisfaction, good time and happy endings. So the ending of the old for the new beginning, and it is a yes when you look at that. Okay, but the masculine energy has to make that change, because it's all to do with Kundalini rising and Phoenix rising. Kundalini awakening, sorry, and Phoenix rising. Okay, underneath the deck, yes, again, budding star, first blush, bursting out on the scent. It feels the bloom starting to bloom. Us, I was going to say that's very significant, because it feels the spring for that, or the time for in spring when things starts to sprout, start to grow. And I did say 6 months from now, which is August, and I would say around about July, end of July, because it was about release any attachment to timing, really. So it feels like around July or just before July, when things starts to come into bloom. It feels as if for the masculine energy, recognition, it's like recognizing what they need to see for them to make a decision before the divine steps in and helps them. Okay, but they have to make that final choice of the truth, of recognizing the truth. So I'd leave that there, and thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading has brought some kind of confirmation or clarity to your own experience. Don't forget, you are on a massive glow up, and it's all about you. Most important, it's all about you. Okay, that's strange. I'm kind of wearing a brown top and she's wearing a brown top. Strange. I choose me. Okay, you choose you. And it's about focusing just on you. And that's what is really important. And you have your own soul purpose of what you are meant to be doing. And so I wish you all the very best on your journey. And thank you for being here. And I will see you on the next one. So God bless.